Hello, hello. Happy Monday, everybody. You're all very welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. We're in Japan to continue on our bold adventure to go from the northwest. No, go from the northeast down to the southwest. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Anyway, we're traveling in Japan and it's Monday. And we're right in the middle of the crazy holiday period whereby everything needs to happen yesterday. So we said, right, let's slow it down. Let's all just calm down and ease our way into it. Now, I don't believe the weather is actually snowing, so, well, there's that gone. So we are on the ground in a little place called Hyakuri Airport, Romeo Juliet Alpha Hotel. We're then going to ramble our very way down to Tokyo International Airport, Romeo Juliet Tango Tango. From there, it's down to Matsumoto Airport, Romeo Juliet Alpha Foxtrot, before finally going down to, now hang on, we'll try this one, Chubu Centrair, or Contraire, Contraire International Airport, Romeo Juliet Golf Golf, which is down near Mount Fuji neck of the woods. So I hope you're all keeping very well. As we get over a weekend, we're almost on the final stretch towards the holidays. It's getting close. So I do hope you're all keeping very, very well. Time to say hello to some peoples who have rambled in here on a Monday evening. Very nice of you to join me. Otherwise I've been here all alone. Naughty Gnome has rambled in. Good to see you, my dude. He's watching us over on Twitch. John E is in the house. He says, Konnichiwa. Hello, John E. Hope you're feeling better, dude. Bot Singh is here, as is Aviation Life. Happy Monday to you, my dudes. Tony Robinson has rambled in. How are you? Annalisa's here. She says, hey, Murph. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Hello, Annalisa. Happy Monday to you. Capat9 has rambled in, along with Ben McClure. Ben says, Sham Diddley ambles in. The Diddley Idols. Who else? Phil Boardman is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Peter Patman is here. He says, good evening, Murph. Happy Monday. Another wet one here in Essex. It's kind of dry here at the minute. It's cold, it's dark, but it's dry. So we'll take it. It's about kind of 6 or 7 degrees. Which is... well, it's not ideal, is it? But it's grand. It's the night time. Chippy A has rambled in. Good to see you, my dude. Colonel Fork is here, showing off all the emojis. It's going to get very emotional. I tried it. It just didn't work. Turn this down a smidgen so I can hear myself think. Anyway, who else is here? Shlind H1 is here. Belbro has rambled in. Andrew Hill is here. Good to see you, my dudes. Jepson 2001, the man, the myth, the legend. He says, evening Murph, evening Fireflies, and happy Monday. Good to see you, my dude. Flight Darren has rambled in. Good to see you. Scotland 737 Project is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Hope you're keeping very, very well. Brian Clark is here as well. He says, hi Murph, hi all. It's Monday again. Doesn't it come round quick? Doesn't it? It feels like only the other day it was like we're starting the weekend and then I fell asleep and I could have another weekend. Not the case tonight. It's Monday. But look it, we're on the final stretch. It's getting there. Coley 205 is here. Good to see you, my dude. Tortuga Gaming has rambled in. Happy Monday. Greg Gore is here. Chippy says, after the day I've had, the only thing I'm sure about is that I'll fall asleep at some point in the next hour. As, who be that? What? Rex 733 for the follow. Many thanks, my dude. That's terrible. I had to, like, the old eyesight isn't what it used to be. I'll start making kind of these strange noises. What? Ooh. But yes. But many thanks for the follow, my dude. And Chippy, let's hope we can keep you awake with some sort of, I don't know, randomness of something. Cyberman Drew is in the house. Hey all, is it group flight starting right away again? It is. And well done with your stream last evening, my dude. You were showing off the new Cyber Punk 2077. Not suitable for the younger eyes or ears, or even for Murph. But it was good. Who else is here? Randy Hurst is here. Good to see you, my dude. Sean Dunn has rambled in. He says, hello. Good to see you, my dude. WB1990 is in the house. Happy Monday to you. Captain John and co-pilot Pickles. Evening, Murph. Glad to see you survived the weekend. Just about. Who else? Alison Johnson is here. Hello, Alison. Happy Monday to you. Bad Dog rambles in saying, hiya, Murph, and hello, dudes and dudettes. Hello, Bad Dog. He's a great dog. Really great dog. Merlin Fire's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Technic Al is here. Happy Monday. Who else? Ghost Rider 115 is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. As Wayland has rambled in as well. Peter Pepman says, Crouching Two-Tone, Hidden Murphy. That's got to be put somewhere. On a flag or something. But I approve. Noel K is in the house. He says, good evening all. Brian Rowell is here. Evening Murph. Here watching again. Just tried out the new Mooney. It's a great machine. Indeed. Andy Henderson's here. He's saying, Typhoon. The Typhoon is a lot of fun. Yes, we streamed it there on Saturday night just to kind of give it a bit of a look-see. And again, hats off to the developer. He did a splendid job updating it. And it looks absolutely fantastic. So we had a lot of fun with that. Rolly Mal 9 is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. He says, morning, everyone. Glad to be here. Hope everything is fine. 34 degrees yesterday. Watered the garden. And then it rained this morning. Oh, dear. But I hope you're keeping well, Rolly. I saw you're taking to the skies. The virtual skies, that is. Best of luck on your journeys, my dude. And be sure to keep us updated. Ian Bennett's in the house. Good to see you. Ian Bennett says, Two-Tone Murphy has joined us this evening. Welcome, my dude. Welcome. Who else? Peter Thomas is here. Happy Monday. Gwilame is here as well. Good to see you, my dude. John Mathers rambles in along with Captain Sickbag is here. Peter Thomas says, Land of the Rising Sun. Indeed. Flawless is here. Good to see you. Epic Fool has rambled in. Murphy, calm down and easy into it. So it'll be at 160 knots. Yes, we'll take our time at Mach 2. Who else? Captain Jack Daniels is here. He says, Konnichiwa. Good evening, my dude. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Who else? It's busy. There's lots in here this evening. Rogers RC7527 is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Sir Nile is rambled in along with Wisdom SP. Welsh Rugby is here. Dan is in the house. Good to see you, my dudes. Flying Scotsman Jim is here. He says, several of us have been flying the Blériot, and of course our chief pilot, Scotland 737 project, is doing a tour from the north of Scotland to the south of England in the Blériot. We'll see you in 17 weeks. It's going to take you some time. But yeah, it's a super airplane, that one. Really, really slow, but there's a lot of attention to detail in it. Wing 42 did a fantastic job. So yes, who else? Gulf Island Aviator is here. Good to see you, my dude. Who else? Thatcher XD is here. Happy Monday. Sydney O is here. He says, hi, Murph and all from Cape Town. You're in another lockdown. I hate to hear it, dude. Well, stay safe and hope everyone keeps well. Daza T Arab has rambled in. Good to see you, my dude. Hope you're keeping very, very well. Who else? There's loads. It's like names everywhere. Jesper Mod is in the house. Good to see you. Keen Lafford has rambled in, and he actually said, I have rambled in. These are random things you can tell people. I've rambled in. I've opened the press. I've sat on the couch. Just start saying it at home. See what people start saying to you. It's funny. Paul Garrett's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. But yes, so that's our plan for tonight. We have a bit of flying. The first leg, which is only down to Tokyo, it's going to be relatively quick. But by the time we get airborne and, circle the airport, it'll take a few more minutes. So we'll see what happens. Jan Moorkamp is here. Good to see you, my dude. I hope you're keeping very well. Keith O'Farrell is here. He says, Keith O'Farrell here from County Louth. I hope you're keeping well, my dude. He said, many thanks for showing the Typhoon jet. My pleasure, my dude. Keen Laffer says, were you watching the Lethal Golf, as in the hurling, the other day? I caught a bit of the hurling, yes. It was good. Pat Laros is here. Good to see you, my dude. Paul PG is in the house with you this evening. Mr. Murphy, he says, very good. Andrew Noble 70 has rambled in. He says, hi, Mr. Murphy. Hi, Mr. Noble. I hope you're keeping very, very well. And Ian Fisher 101, he's watching us over on Twitch. He says, evening all. I only fly P3D because after flying A2A aircraft, nothing else will do. Will you ever do a group flight in P3D? Or can you look at JoinFS to those who are serious sims, or those of us with the serious sims can join you? We will have a look. So we've been testing it. Our resident test team who've been working on JoinFS, mainly Jim. Thank you, Jim. Jim has managed to get X-Plane and P3D working with JoinFS while the rest of us sat in Flight Sim 2020. So we are making progress in that neck of the woods. So soon, my dude, soon. Rob is in the house as well. We have the developer of Flight Share with us tonight. Sweet. Good to see you, my dudes. Who else? The Chas Man. He says, top of the evening, Murph. Top of the evening, my dude. Hope you're keeping very well. Jepson 2001 says, the secret is out, Murph. Just posted a screenshot in my scenery section in Discord. you'll see what Jepson has created. A masterpiece. A masterpiece. But do have a look on our Discord. You'll see what he's been getting himself up to over the last while. And it's a place that I have absolute huge emotions attached to. It's one of my favourite places in the whole wild world. So it is. Wild world or wide world? Wide world. Well, maybe it's wild. We'll go with wild. It's all good. Tassa says, I was reviewing documents today on a work call and found myself saying, would you look at the state of that? Brilliant. It catches on. Hello, and all these, they catch on. It's awful, but it's very, very funny. Annalisa says, Murph, did you change your background? Wasn't it around on Saturday? Or you weren't around on Saturday? Check it out. Oh, isn't it amazing? Hang on, we can do this. Don't break, machine. It didn't break. Oh, it's a shelving unit that I bought, and it was so handy because it came pre-made. You just had to fold out the legs and the shelves dropped down. I shouldn't have said that. I told the missus it took hours to make with blood, sweat and tears. But anyway, there it is, and we have, well, you know what that is on top. And there's various other things to pleasantly distract you from my face. It's a science. It just means it's a science. But we'll jump back in here now. This box is much smaller, but it'll do. But yes, I hope you like the background. Andy Henderson says, flying cap above the airfield. Nice, my dude. So I think we're all in. So, speaking of which, hello, we're in the Mooney. Now, I don't want to hear it. This thing has been grounded for too long. It stayed in the hangar. I've missed it. I've become attached to my Mooney. How's the frames? Ooh, they're all right. But anyway, we're going to get this machine started up here, and let's see what sort of trouble we can get ourselves into. So, lightage, beacon, recognition lights, open the vents here as well. Oh yeah, the frames are kind of, but it's okay. We have a short hop to our first stop, and then hopefully everything will turn out okay once we get there. So we get some lightage turned on here as well. Come on, machine. There we go. How's the sounds doing? It looks fantastic. Yes, those shelves take hours to make. They do. They absolutely do. Ed Reed is in the house. Good to see you, Ed. Hope you're keeping very, very well. Super Mario Gaming says, hi, I just joined. Well, hello. And you're welcome along. Murphy Mankini has rambled in saying, hello. It will never live it down. Anyway, lights are on. Fuel pump don't need to worry about. So we're going to turn our magnetos to both. Clear, prop. It's alive. So, avionics coming on here now as well, as we get our engines set up very nicely. Keep our RPM down a smidgen. That's okay. So we shall turn on our trim. Flight director can come on over to our transponder, which is now working 100%. We'll go to GPS mode on our GPS. And altitude, we're going to set an initial 3,000 feet. Peter Thomas says, flew the Mooney yesterday on autopilot. It works fine, no problem at all. It appears to be working well. Jim says, you sound fine, but nothing from the sim. I think I fixed it. I had it down here, and it was very quiet, and it was just me. But now I have this. I keep forgetting people could be using headphones, and it could be like, what do you do? But anyway, it's okay. I fixed it. We're all right. Panic stations averted. So, we're pretty much kind of good to go with this. So we shall turn on our strobes and extra lightage. The frames are just kind of doing their thing, but anyway, we'll worry about it now in a minute. It's time to say hello and thank you to some people. Come here, my little book. And because Mrs. Two-Tone did such a great job last week writing in all the details, which is over here, I asked her again. I said, wife dearest, I can read your writing better than my own. Would you mind terribly writing my notes? In which she said, really? And I was like, yes, please. So, Jim says, you fixed it, so I deleted my comment. The screen I look at, I don't see any of the deletes. It's like they mix in all the chat. So, anyway. We shall continue on. So, a big shout out to our flight crew. We have different tiers of memberships, and just to make it absolutely clear, you can support the channel by joining as a member, or you can subscribe to it over on Twitch. And I really do appreciate it, but it's not at all necessary. I didn't get into this gig to have any sort of financial gain. Like anything that I do get, I put it back into the stream, be it with lights or add-ons or, you know, to make the experience a bit better. Says you, why aren't you doing makeup or something? You're stuck with this, I can't change this, but the rest I can change. And the voice, the soft voice, and all of this kind of stuff. But that's pretty much the gig. So I'm very, very grateful to all the members that we have, and we have quite a few. It's like, it's staggering. And it's this part of the stream is just where I want to well, say thank you, because it's, you go above and beyond, and I just want to say many, many thanks. So we have 3 different tiers. We have a flight crew, a co-pilot, and then we have the pilots in command, all different tiers with different things attached to them. And I'm forever thinking and scratching my head saying, I need to be doing more stuff. And I will be, so leave it with me. Anyway, I want to say hello and thank you to some people. So we'll start off with our flight crew. A big shout out to Peter Own Nash Name, which is, I think, Peter No Name. Many thanks, my dude. Max Shiggity Pilot, Captain Geo, Austin Butenbach, Tyler Park, Rogers RC 7527, Jack Meek, Andy Shaw, Ricky Callagher, William Contino, John E, Peter Fast Pete 84, Tim Middleton, Catbat 9, Red Dragon CYM, Nick Stratford, XL Sugar Daddy, WB, it's just the name, it's funny, WB 1990, Tarvu Tarvudi, Hal Jor, Burned Barsh, Papa Joe B, Ethan Short. Many, many thanks, my dudes. And cheers. A tasty beverage on a Monday night. Hang on, I need to use this button. It's a mute button, so I can clear my throat. But yes, Keen Arthur's in the house. He says Slán. Hello, Keen Arthur. Fáilte and Slán, Arish. Jan says, can we agree, wives and girlfriends always have, or always write better? I would always say these significant other halves, but yes. Ben McClure says, how's the hieroglyphics going, Murph? They're getting there. They're getting there. Alison wrote something that's important. It's Peter without last name. That's what it is. Many thanks, Alison, for that. Next up, we have our cope. And by the way, if for whatever reason, if you're a subscriber or, you know, one of the donators to the channel and your name doesn't appear, just drop me a message, because I know the servers went down earlier on and a lot of stuff has changed on my end. So just let me know. Next up, anyway, we have our co-pilots, and a big shout out to Dale Jones, Kingsman 9965, Coley 205, Tony Robinson, John Morris, Ludas Regum, John Ambler, Rolly Mal 9, Mark Dyson, Rudinger Odenbach, Dougal McTavish, he's a brother of Dougal McTavish, Oz Flight Simmer, Gibbo Ireland, Chippy A, Maz C 888, Sean Leo, The Burko Flyer, Bad Dog, Pilot Peely, Samuel Dye, Patrick Cullen, and Brian Spain. Thank you all so very, very much. Tasty beverage. Next, over to the people who watch us over on Twitch. That is how you say that. A big shout out to Ibuprofen 007, Fugros 1, Lukester 911, Goodness Ig, MJ Daiso, Cool Sax 98, Hawk Driver 101, Care 85, Samantha, Marty McFly 85, Marty, Annalisa, Colonel Fork 85, Ref Hat 21, Brandon Lowe, Neon Jedi, Big Shot Muffy, Naughty Gnome, Big Ears 60, Andy Brown 7, Quesadilla, Warhamster, and Wayne Prefontaine. Many thanks, my dudes and dudettes, and thank you very, very much. And then finally, we have our pilots in command, and a big shout out to, we have Jan Moorkamp, Warhamster, Tortuga Gaming, Dangerous Brian, Daza T Arab, Causeway 04, Cyberman Drew, Annalisa, Colonel Fork 85, Andrew Brown, Scotland 737 Project, Ailerons into Wind, Sticky Rice, Alison Johnson, Scott Voigt, Mark O'Gorman, Flying Scotsman's Jim, and Ed Reed. Thank you all very, very much. As I turn the page, it's almost like a metaphor for something, but thank you very much, my dudes and dudettes. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you as I hit the microphone. Cheers and sláinte, and thank you very, very much. So, with that said, it's time to go flying. So we need to turn off the parking brake, and we shall ramble out. Now, depending on where the winds are, we're using real world weather. The time in the sim, just in case you want to, copy the old settings, is 0709 AM. And the Firefly is it's over this direction. Now we have weather socks over there. But do we trust them? It would indicate the wind is coming from our right. We don't need METARs. We are above the METARs. Ah, Mrs. Two-Tone is in the chat. Be on your best behaviour, lads. Alright, they're going to the right, so we're going to the right, okay. Maybe they know something I don't. Now he's getting second thoughts. Go on, stay going. We're committed. We'll take off with the wind behind us. It's totally fine. The simulated horror. But yes, I do hope everyone is keeping very well. As I said, it's Monday. It's the start of a week. We are on the final stretch. Next week is a shorter week because we have Christmas Eve and stuff to contend with. So the schedule, if you like, over the coming... Well, this week should be okay. Monday, Wednesday and Friday is just going to be grand. I'm not around the weekend, this weekend. So Sim Wings are doing a group flight on the 19th. Be sure to check it out. The Sim Wings have an event on this weekend on the 19th. Be sure to check it out. Google Boy 7043 is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Looks like we're all going for here. Right, guys, don't be afraid. Take off. Right-hand pattern over the field. Whenever you're ready to take off, just keep her lit. So that's this weekend. Next week, then, Monday should be okay. Wednesday will be okay. And then, well, we'll see. Because, well, you know, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and St. Stephen's Day or Boxing Day, as, it's okay. He meant everything he was going to do. But, we'll have to wait and see. But I do know there's going to be a decent number of streams over the holidays. And one of them is going to require you to have copious volumes of energy or caffeine or something. So yes, Pedro Marquez in the house. Where are you guys? We're on the ground over here in Hyakuri, which is Romeo Juliet Alpha Hotel. So we'll go one notch of flaps here. Hopefully, everything stays working with the old internet. So there's a little bit of chop, but like nothing that we're going to get upset over, I don't think. So we're somewhat lined up here now. Power coming in. I have a feeling them weather socks are going to turn. Airspeed is alive. There's 60. Aileron into the wind, Murph. Yeah, it's a... We're totally safe and fine. Upsy daisy. As a random car crosses the runway. But it's okay, he knows what he's doing. He told me earlier. So, positive rate of climb, landing gear coming in, tap on our toe brakes. Speed is good. Bring our flaps in here now as well so we don't overspeed. Mr. Dookie Potpie says, flew completely around the US in the Mooney, counterclockwise started and ended in Florida. Nice one, my dude. That sounds like a whole load of fun. So, get ourselves somewhat trimmed out here. We want to move around to this guy. No, this guy. It's like being in the salmon all over again. So we're going to fly 310 degrees, jump down to our autopilot. We're going to go to heading mode on. We're going to activate that. Now this is going... Oh, the jitters. Arm 3000. And we'll go for 1000 feet per minute. Activate that. That should be good. It took you 5 days to complete. Interesting. Daniel Booker's in the house. Good to see it. Got the update for the Mooney and now the autopilot is wonky. Strange. It actually fixed it for a lot of people. Annalisa says, poor Murphy with the dreaded shelves. He must have been ages doing them. I even got a splinter. I whelped, or yelped, or wept. I wept. Anyway, as we're taking off here, we're going to be doing a turn now over to our right-hand side. I nearly said left. Over to 300 degrees, right-hand pattern as we fly above. Press this button, Murph. And then this button. And then here. So, as we have a look outside, Hello, Fireflies. Many thanks to Bigger60 for the subscribe. He says, you're doing great, dude. Well, many thanks, my dude. Really appreciate you. Gibbo Ireland's in the house. He says, evening all. Paddy last as usual. Kingsman9965 has rumbled in. Good to see you. So, the Fireflies of the Flying Circus are joining us. I know it's early on, but let's see if we can get a head count. So if all our pilots would now press the number 2. And let's see who's here with us. Daza says, did you have help, Murph, or did you build them by yourself? I'm in practice for the kitchen. I'll start one piece at a time, like the Johnny Cash song. Naughty Gnome says, my autopilot isn't working. Oh dear. It's going to be a long night. It's grand, we got you covered. As we fly with these peoples. We're up to 45 at the moment. More Sauce is flying here with us. Very fancy flying, my dude. Bot Singh is here, the fly boy. Moving pigeon. Go on, pigeon. Don't mention the war. Yes, the kitchen. So, to avoid the mountains, we shall turn again to the right. New heading, 030. Now, let's have a look here. So we're kind of like no distance away from our first stop, but we're going to enjoy the scenery as best we can. Because it does look absolutely stunning. Made better with all these people. So about 45 or 46 other aircraft flying with us. Not bad for a Monday, eh? Ed Reed says, Murph, congrats on the 4.44 subs. Really? We hit another milestone? All the 4s. Oh, we have. Many thanks, Ed. Many thanks to everyone for hitting the subscribe button. So, around 4,000 people ago, I can measure that in time. Around 4,000 people ago, I remember saying we had 400 subscribers, and I was like, yes, it sounds like it's not an awful lot. However, what if you invited them all around for dinner on the same night? Not so much of a small crowd then, is it? With our 400 people. However, now, well, through you guys, an additional 4,000 people have decided to join the club. And, well, let's see what happens if we have all you around for dinner. Carnage. Although I have been assured by some of our moderators and members here, they can provide the cooking, the entertainment, and even the local history. So there's lots and lots to see and to do. And Mika Music's in the house. Good to see you. A Kafka has rambled in. Did I mention it's nearly Christmas? Daza says, Mrs. Daza keeps asking, who is doing a Mooney on the stream? I like that. I like that very much, Colonel Fork. The new show shall be called What's Cooking? Jim and Annalisa. So another right turn over to 210 degrees. From here we shall resume our navigation, which is set in by our GPS, direct to mode. Johnny says better break out the expansion leaf for the dining table, absolutely. Kane Lafford says there's so many people, the 2-Ton Murphy production team had to move the kitchen to Oshkosh. Daza says the things I have to put up with. Oh yeah. So we're going to go to nav mode. Best behavior please. It seems to be doing its thing. Colonel Fork says tonight, pineapple pizza and a side of mac and cheese with ketchup. We can see Commandant Muttley in the distance. Muttley! So we're about 15 minutes away from our first stop, and the scenery, well, it's very nice this time of day. So we want to slow this mothership down a little bit. Keep it out of the old rental power. Alison says, what IAS are you doing, Murph? Way too much. We'll keep it at around 170. 160 to 170, that'll do nicely. Keen Lafford says, has it been a whole 36 minutes without me mentioning that it's only 154 days until the Eurovision? Keen, we got away for it. For whole 36 minutes, you left us waiting in angst. Colonel Fork says, I heard Murphy say he was investing in a 727 shell for use as a new kitchen, office, and otherwise house extension. It shall be named the Doghouse. Daza says, no snow weather preset tonight, Murph. We're saving that for next week's streams. Yeah, we'll probably go for, well, it's early in the week. So we'll try and keep Japan looking as, well, as beautiful as it is without covering in all the textures with snow. But certainly Wednesday and Friday of this week, we'll get back to the Christmas madness. Black Wed is in the house. We're on the North Europe server, my dude. Taza says, my second holiday home is the Doghouse. Yes. I hear it's nice this time of year. 13 minutes out. So what can we tell you about this airport? Well, the airfield first opened in 1931. It handles over 87 million passengers a year. That's a what the? MSFS Live is in the house. What's the ETA for RJTT? ETA is 14 minutes. The airport elevation is 21 feet. We have a choice of runways. And I think the wind is coming in at kind of 030. If someone has a METAR they can put in, let's have a look. Just to see what it all looks like. D. Vincent is in the house. I want the new flight sim, but I have to update my computer first. I know the feeling. Naughty Gnome says, aha! I pressed all the buttons and got the autopilot working. Button smash until it works. A philosophy I've lived by for years. Can you at least have a tunnel to get out there? Oh, dearie me. Would you say that we have a plethora of runways? There's a plethora of runways, yes. There's a heap of them. We have to choose from 1634, 422, or 0523. The choice is yours. So, thank you, Colonel Fork, for the METAR. We have winds 020 at 8 knots. Few clouds at 3000, broken at 6. Temperature is 6 and dew point -2. So 020 at 8 knots. So our current heading is here. The wind is blowing from here. So we need to find a runway that's pointing towards the east. So we have 05, 04, or 16. Let's go with 05, shall we? Jody Lane says, will 1 megabyte per second carry it? Ooh. You could be under pressure, although you do have options whereby you can pre-cache or pre-download a lot of the areas you're going to fly in. I think you can just enjoy the lovely Irish weather. Seconded. Oh, God. Who did I annoy tonight? Kane says, would you believe that in 2020, you told yourself in 2019 that you wouldn't be allowed to go to each other's houses? We'd have to wear toilet paper on our faces when we would go shopping. Probably not. Had you said that a year or two ago, we would have said, yeah, okay. But it is what it is. And every cloud and all this kind of stuff, but we are resilient people. Us humans. We're first handy. But on a serious note, from me to you, my household to yours, I do hope you all keep safe, keep well, keep healthy. And I hope you do have a very pleasant holiday season. We'll still be here doing our thing. If you get homesick or boredom from the streams, you can replay them on YouTube. And we'll try and keep you as entertained as we can, keeping it within the limits. Alison says, which runway? I think we're going to go with 05. Phil Borden was in the house. Hi on the TBM. How can I get the Q&H to work? The Q&H on the TBM. There are 2 screens from memory. You have a small little display in which you can move the dial. If you want to change the Q&H, you need to find your altimeter, and that'll change it here. So your barometric pressure is either done by Q&H or millibars. Pascals or hectopascals, I think. Is that the measurement? 8 minutes out. We're getting close. Millibars, that's the one. Did I say mini bars? Whoops. Some fantastic formation flying here, my dudes. Very nice. Blackwed says, what server? On the North Europe server, my dude. The mini bars are for after the flight. Mini bars and Milky bars. Oh, do you remember Milky bars? What were them bars that they had the... What was the song? Do you remember it was like the red car and the blue car had a... Galaxy bars. They were Galaxy bars. Do you remember a Galaxy bar? Mrs. Teuton says, you let me know if you need a top-up for that sore throat. I have a sore throat. I have a swollen gland on one side, which is annoying. But it'll be grand. If my condition deteriorates, the next stream shall be in mime. I can only communicate with facial movements, like this. That's all I need. You totally understand exactly what I was saying. Teen Laffer says, of course I remember a Galaxy bar. I'm eating one now. Milky Ways were lighter. Yeah, they were. Don't tempt them. They'll say yes, and then it'll be you. Danger, danger. I do believe we have Tokyo Tower away here on the right hand side. Look at that. Now I imagine we're going to get... I should have picked that airport. At least we're outside of the, you know, the downtown neck of the woods. Johnny says tea and honey stat. Ooh. That was the full gamut of emotions. I'm stuck in this glass cage of emotion. Alison Johnson says, woohoo, a Mrs. Two-Tone stream. Seconded. Ladies ruling the skies. Very good, Ed. Very, very good. Ed Reed says, you'll need a top hat and white gloves for, for the mime. Henrik Hansen is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. Look at the amount of scenery going on here. This is crazy stuff. He'll be putting on the Ritz in no time. Look at the state of that view. Putting on the Ritz. Oh. Ed Reed says, update on the Mooney Murph. How is it now behaving? Like a well-disciplined and oiled machine. So far, so good. I've had zero issues with it. On my system, at least. Every system, button, switch, and thing is working, as expected. I have noticed its climb performance is probably a little bit off the books. As we flick onto our right tank, it has incredible climbing power, which I think is slightly out. Many thanks, Henrik, for the donation, my dude. Appreciate that very much. Many thanks, my dude. Marcel The Tokyo Gate Bridge is ahead of us. This is probably what I just wouldn't be a good tour guide, you know? And if you look straight ahead, there's a bridge. And to our right hand side, there are many buildings. And if you look only slightly ahead, there's some water. Did someone say we gotta go under that bridge? Like, I know we're breaking all the, we're breaking the rules here. But we gotta go under the bridge. We can't go to Tokyo without going under the bridge. Do you agree? And this is going to be harder to do because of the stuttering. Ed Reed says, is that Mount Fuji in the distance? It surely is. Monkeys is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Gibbo Ireland says, ambulance on the standby. Oh god, yeah. We're gonna do what? There is nothing to fear, only fear itself. And if you see it, be terrified. Now don't butcher this, Murph. Chippy A says, in the distance, you can see the sticky up bit. If I ever look at another picture of Tokyo, I can say, I flew under that bridge. Do it at 200 knots. We made it under the bridge. Now the question is, will everyone make it under the bridge? Or are we going to lose someone? Gregor says to kill them. Oh no. FROP is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Patrick Cullen's here. Sticky Rice has rambled in. Happy Monday to you, one and all. Patrick Cullen says, Murph, have you tested out the MK Studios Dublin? I have it. It's been working well. Well, that was a lot of fun. We've loads to see here. Look, we better go exploring. What do you reckon? We can't just land without having a look around. So we'll go exploring. That's what we need to do. Now, what do we play for music? Let's play this one. Oh, hang on. Let's play this one. As we fly around downtown Tokyo, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Photogrammetry at its best. We have the Rainbow Bridge. What were the round things in the water? I'm not sure. Look at this. Look at the state of this view. There is indeed Mount Fuji away off in the distance. So remember guys, if you're new here, we live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 8 PM Zulu time right here on YouTube and over on Twitch. If you do like these sort of videos, be sure to smash the thumbs up button. It really helps the analytics of the stream. I don't know why, it's magic and sorcery. And if you really like them, you might consider subscribing or following the channel. I'd very much appreciate it. It'd be kind of bumpy. Look at that. That's a gymnasium. I thought they were some sort of a myth. I've read about them. Gymnasium. I haven't spent a lot of time in one of them. This city is off the hook. It looks fantastic. The Metropolitan Government Building. There is some seriously cool architecture, isn't there? It's absolutely stunning. Well, look at that. Brian Strait says, will a like speed up the FPS? Yes. Put a few likes into the box there, make it sound a bit better. Oh, this scenery is absolutely beautiful. Let's ramble over this way. Our trusty old steed, the Mooney, well, we brought it to some fascinating places so far in Microsoft Flight Sim, but this place, I mean, look at the state of it. Superb scenery here. The photogrammetry is on a whole different level. What a beautiful city. Walton says, for relaxing times, make it Centauri times. There's the National Diet Building. Shouldn't that be over near the gym? Man, that's beautiful, isn't it? How's the stream looking for you guys? Is it a whole load of stuttering mess, or can you see things? Is that the Tokyo Tower? It looks good. Okay, awesome. Look out for the buildings, Murph. What's down here? The Cocoon Tower. That looks like a baseball field. I think Colonel Fork was telling me the Japanese are big into their baseball. Look at that. All the radio stations broadcast from Tokyo Tower. Cool. Look at that. You talk about architecture. That's fantastic. This place is huge. Aviator Dan is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. This sim is absolutely amazing, isn't it? It really is. Like, I mean, if someone said to me Tokyo, yeah, I've seen pictures. I've, you know, there's a couple of movies they've used as the backdrop or whatever. That's it. This sim what this can do for tourists, like, it's just... Really? Brian says Yokohama to the south is cool as well. Let's ramble over this way. Pat says it may be huge, but is this as big as Tipperary? Flying Scotsman Jim says, I cannot wait for the UK update to happen. Absolutely. I mean, if we can expect even half of what Japan and Tokyo looks like for the UK, and hopefully Ireland, we're going to be in for a real treat. Bad Dog says there are more green spaces than I imagined. There is, isn't there? Now what we're going to do, we got to go under Rainbow Bridge. It has to happen. Yes, it breaks the immersion. It probably breaks every... Well, I was going to say FAA, but like, whatever the... Would it be the JAA? Ruben Sutter's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. We're flying over Tokyo. And it looks brilliant. The update for Ireland, so they're talking January, there's a UK update. However, there is issues with getting the rights for the Republic of Ireland. It's going to be quite challenging for them. But let's hope they can pull it off. So, let's see, can we go under the bridge? No pressure now. We got this. Famous last words. Even the container port there, look. Unbelievable. Rainbow Bridge. Go under the bridge inverted. I would definitely crash. I'm not that handy when it comes to like aerodynamic. Or hang on, behave yourself, Murphy. I nearly put it in the water. Just whoa. Absolutely fantastic. Udesh is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. The Japan Civil Aviation Bureau. Gotcha. Oh, look at that. Couldn't tell you what it says, but it looks nice. Don't go under that bridge. It's not ready for us. The Tokyo Sky Tree. I'm pretty sure we'd get in trouble for doing this, but it's okay. We're friendly. Juno Sens for the subscribe. Many thanks, my dude. Careful now, Murph. Behave yourself. Absolutely fantastic neck of the woods, this place. Go with the Fuji TV building. Where be that? Point us in the direction and we shall go. Absolutely staggering, the attention to detail. That says every time I go under the bridge I'm getting slammed into the water. I've noticed that if I go under the bridge there's like a huge difference in air pressure and it's almost like you sink. But it's still fun. That is absolutely gorgeous. A screen shot, please. One, please. Don't sink. Whoop, whoop. How big this city is, it's just massive. It sprawls for miles and miles. So what do you guys think? This is worth, you know, the several thousand-mile drive. Daza says, bring on VR. Absolutely, dude. Could you imagine this in VR? The Nuttuber says Tokyo is such a good view from the above, or from above. Absolutely. It's absolutely staggering. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. You could do with some more authentic music, I think. Super Typhon 173 is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Happy Monday to you. Hope you're keeping very well. Chippy says, I can imagine this at around 5 FPS in VR. Bring on the 5090. You'll be surprised. Captain Wink is now following. Many thanks, Captain Wink. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, Rasa O is now following. Many thanks, my dudes. Appreciate and feeling the love. Look at the train station. Okay. There are many runways. Zero 05. The far one, over there. Saint UK has subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. That's a massive, massive airport, isn't it? It's off the hook, this place. Absolutely gorgeous. I've never flown here in any simulator, ever. Isn't that mad? We shall be coming back here. The amount of exploring you can do. Like, look at the size of the place. It's massive. And Mount Fuji way off in the distance. Hope this isn't DMCA. No, we're okay. We are quite safe. The music is provided by a license with epidemicsound.com. So we pay for the music here. And they tend to be kind of like, you know, the adjacent version to keep everything safe. Even the river there, look. Absolutely fantastic. Right, we're going to try and land this machine. There's even more of it down there, look. So there's like a land bridge going out to the runway we're aiming for. Jan says, use me as a beacon for 05. Okay. Beef Ruler's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Oh, good man, Jim. Yes. So, Flying Scotsman Jim has said, during our testing the other day, Avery Clarity is now following. Many thanks, my dude. When we were doing our testing in JoinFS the other day, in Jim's wisdom, we managed to get a helicopter in X-Plane appear as a helicopter in Flight Sim 2020. Seriously though, it actually appears. So you need a third-party add-on as the kind of AI traffic as a chopper in Flight Sim 2020, but it works. So you can, you can't fly it in Flight Sim 2020. It just appears as AI. But for example, if you wanted to fly in X-Plane or P3D in a helicopter, well, the sim will pick it up now on JoinFS because we're using the AI model that was designed, and it was like massive. Like that was a huge achievement that we were trying to figure out. We have the wind tower out there, look. Ooh. So, fair play to you, Jan. The beacon is on the runway. We shall go face cam on for the dramatic effect as we're going to try and land this machine here, for which we're high. So, gear, please. Lucario Blue says hello and bye. You take care, my dude. Thanks for stopping by. So we're going to try and do the usual thing. I'll get landed first, turn the camera around, and we'll watch you guys land. I would strongly recommend, if you're suffering any sort of an FPS hit, restart your sim, because if you haven't flown here, well, the sim is trying to download a lot of information, so it will be no harm to restart. I shall be doing the same myself. Joey and Brendan are gamers are in the house. Good to see you, my dude. I'm Murph. Will you behave yourself? We're trying to land and not look at the chat at the same time, so bear with me. Oh, the wind is hitting us here. A little bit fast. Lots of flaps to help with the drag. So it's the island. The runway is built obviously on some sort of reclaimed or man-made land. Look, they've made a bridge going out of it. That's fantastic. So 05 it is. Now, Grant, it's okay putting a Mooney down here, but imagine putting a 7.4 down. That'd be a fairly big challenge. Don't mind the flute. Easy, easy, easy. There's contact. Ooh, keep it on the center line. Add in a bit of manual braking here. Finish with our flaps. Bring our speed brake back in as well. Ruben says, be mindful of the crazy approaching plane. Right, so we're just going to turn ourselves around, get off the runway here. Hopefully they don't go mad at us for driving on their lovely cut grass, but there'll be things to see and people to record. So, hit the brakes, parking brake to come on. Now we need to go back to this button, press this one, camera, this camera. I just got an achievement. Now, let's see. Haha, right, we're alive. So, Technical makes his approach. There's Catbat 9. We'll turn ourselves around so we can see what's happening. So remember, guys, once you get landed, if you want to give yourselves a restart for the sim, that camera should probably do us as we await the imminent arrival of the Fireflies. There is Pox Bottle. Nice approach, my dude. Followed by Cater Comet. Nicely done. Here's Johnny. Mahoney is down. Som Trees is down. There's more sauce. Beautiful approach. Also, once you guys get landed, if you're not going to exit the sim, just hit the escape key. Just to allow everyone else to be loaded in as Fly Guy and Moving Pigeons make their approach. That was a beautiful landing, Moving Pigeons. You're doing so much better, dude. Great to see it. Fly Darren is down. Jack Daniels is here as Tigger9262 has arrived. WB1990's here along with Naughty Gnome. Very nice, my guys. Rad Pilot Randy is here. There's Cernile. Cernile? Am I pronouncing that right, dude? I always butcher it. There's Botsing. Thomas Messer is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. Archer is down. There's Piat. Henry says, tremendous landing tonight. There's Belbro. Wisdom says, I had one bumpy landing. Okay, there were a few bumps. Chilled Cork is here. There's Andrew Hill. Fantastic landings here, guys. There's Dan, right in the centre line, followed quickly by Wayland. And there's Norton IK. Morton IK even. Epic Fool, Gregor and Tarnish have all arrived. The Flyboy is here. Rogers RC has landed. There's Godden. Kingston said, what is the airport code? This is Romeo Juliet Tango Tango. Allison has already landed. Cool. Little BB. There's Papa Joe B. Thomas Spark. Rolly Mal 9 is here. Lovely. There's Fast Pete 84. Right in the centre line. Nicely done, my dude. There's Piggy Jero. Negative App has landed. If you guys see a link gone into the chat there, it's from Flying Scotsman Jim. That is the link for Join FS. Do have a read of it, as Brandon Lowe makes his arrival. Or Barchet, bit of a bounce, but it's okay. He can recover. Kind of, almost. Yeah, we'll call the medic anyway. As Gibbo Ireland makes his arrival. Mark O'Gorman has rumbled in. Great to see you, Mark. I hope you're keeping very, very well, my dude. Jesper52 Mott is down. Scotland says, thank you, autopilot. Now I can get a beer. The Blériot keeps you on your toes. Ed Reed says, Murph, gonna have to repaint that centre line after this with all those fine landings. Absolutely. A tip of the cap to all our pilots here this evening. CDN Taz is arriving. Was there butter? Oh, you better believe there was butter. There's Warhamster. I dare say, is your computer working better or worser? Diesel Dan has arrived. Cyberman Drew. Sean Lego Man. Fantastic landings here today. Today? And a half sounded Australian. Yeah, some great landings here today. Doing really well hitting the runway. No, that was really bad. Big Ear 60 in the Mooney. Fantastic approach, my dude. Merlin Flyer just behind you. Very nice. So how are we looking? Are we all present and accounted for? I think so. I mean, just look at the size of the airport. It's crazy, I know. Tokyo Airport. Anyway, at this stage, we are going to restart the simulator for ourselves. It's important that we do things like this. So, we turn this guy on. It is me. Back to the main menu we go. It's almost like clockwork. Anyway, we're getting there. At a rate of knots, we're getting there. So, fantastic landings there, my dudes. So while we're here, let's put up a now link to our Discord. If you guys are new here, don't forget, we live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 8 PM Zulu time, right here on the Twitch and on the YouTube. Now, I have to put an empty can into the bin. It is many feet that way. Let's see, can he make it? He lines up the shot. Mrs. Two-Tone won't be happy about that mess. Whoops. I didn't nail it. Warhamster says, I think it's running a fair bit better. 5 more FPS, but I'm getting some big stutters. Might be a cache thing. It probably is to do with the cache. Chippy says, careful, the stream is starting to look professional. We don't want to be misleading to the folks. Annalisa says, I went in, nobody can tell, I can tell. And Mrs. Two-Tone will definitely tell when I'll say, oh, but sure, I can't get down there, but my back is sore and I can't reach. I have a feeling I'm going to wake up with like an empty can beside my pillow tomorrow morning. No, it bounced off the rim and it went off into the yonder background. Hang on, we can always try this again. Hang on. Just as well I pressed mute because I actually tripped up and fell on the floor. I got myself an owie. Right, we're going to try this again. You know, as it's, you know, doing its thing. Right. He lines up the shot. The bin's kind of closer now. I feel like I'm cheating. As a hush goes over the crowd. Boom! Jackpot. It wasn't a swish. It was more like a swoosh, but it went in. Oh, me knee. Do you know, when you hit your knee initially, it's grand. But then after a minute or so, it's like, oh, sore. I need a medic. Anyway. Schrodinger's can. That's fantastic. Anyway, where are we at? Delayed pain, hated. Yeah, I know. It's like, it starts at like the pain threshold, 1 to 10. It starts at like a 6 and then progresses to like a 9 before slowly going back to a 2. But every now and again, it'll hit like a 5 or a 6. Sticky Ray says, Shaquille O'Neal, 3-pointer. Swoosh. From downtown. Do you remember the really old NBA games? I think they were actually called like Chicago Bulls. I think like way back in the Sega. Ah. Duncan Kelly's in the house. Good to see you, dude. He goes, I'm looking for a hard copy of the game. So far, I can only find downloadable versions. Is there a hard copy available? Yes. If you go over to aerosoft.com, they sell them there. You can get the boxed version. I think the music is expecting something. One second. So our next plan is we shall take off from here, which is RJTT, and we're going to head over to Matsumoto RJAF. RJAF. Matsumoto, which is about a 30-minute flight in our beloved Mooney. Where are we at with music? Hang on, I need another song. That'll do. Weight and balance. It's all good to me. Does anyone remember the time of the day? We're going to go to 10:30 because why not? Live weather is active. And hit fly. Fly, my pretties, fly. Ed Reed says it's 10 discs on the boxed version. I think it's only available in Europe. Yeah, I think so. NBA Jam, that's the one, Cyberman Drew. That is the one. Do you remember it? He's heating up. He's on fire. And like, you'd be able to do like a slam dunk from the other end of the court. It was like, yeah, I remember it. An old buddy of mine, and we used to play that all the time. Tony Robinson got his disc version from Aerosoft in Germany. Nice. Do you get your very own Azure data center with the box version? Bring a trailer and a tow bar. Lucario says, I'll say it once more and only once. I drank a whole Coke Zero can while paragliding. That's like legendary mode achieved, my dude. Paragliding, no. I went parachuting, didn't end well. Anyway, the sim is loading back in the background behind the screen. So let it do its thing. There's still considerable chop, but yeah, it's fine. We'll get used to it. We're back to you. So, batteries coming on. Nav. Vent. Let me see. We shall say clear prop. Oh, do you know what we need to do? We need to reset that. To about there. So we'll say clear prop. We have engine sounds. Valstom is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Jim says Murph went para breaking. No, para breakdancing. Peter Thomas did paragliding in Tenerife. Nice, dude. Phil Boardman says a pal of mine helped make his airport real life. Murphy doing breakdancing. You've heard of Breaking Bad? Well, this is Breaking Murph. Anyway. Turn a little transponder on. Now there's weather to contend with further along on our little journey here, so we need to be careful. Flight director comes on, switch over to GPS mode, hit the D and B key to reset the directional and also our barrow. Let me see. Oh, Hazel only has Xbox. Yeah, they're talking summer 2021, so you gotta wait about 6 months, and then hopefully for the console people, we'll have Flight Sim 2020 available to you. Ed Ray, oh my goodness, Ed. Well, I guess it's that time of year. Merry Christmas to you and the missus, and Tony Smurf Jr. Ed, thank you very, very much. Very generous of you. Holy smokes, dude. Thank you very much, my dude. Appreciate it. Ooh. Tasty beverage on a Monday. I don't know what to say. Very kind of you, Ed. Thank you very, very much, my dude. So, we shall turn on the rest of our lights as we shall do the taxi of shame back to the airport. So, parking brake coming off. And we'll spin it around this direction. Come on, Betsy. Look at the size of the airport, though. Yeah, we need to go this way. They're all down there. How do we get down there? Careful now. I think it's this way and then that way. Follow me! Don't follow me! Don't forget, guys, we do have our new epic emoji that I can see Colonel Fork putting up there in tip of the hat and recognition to the very generous Ed Reed. And seriously, thank you, my dude. Like, it's just like, what? Very kind of you. But we have marked a special emote, which is the epic one, in recognition of Scotland 737's antics as he just, you know, circumnavigated the planet. So be sure to use the... Yeah, that's the one, Jim. Be sure to use all our fancy emotes. Once you become a member to the channel, you get access to all the cool emotes. And they are cool. We even have geekness. We've everything in there. We've almost thought of everything. So if you have any more ideas for emotes, be sure to put them in the ideas section back over on Discord. I'll drop in a now link for Discord. I think we have room for like 1 or 2 more. I think there's 1 or 2 more on YouTube, and I think maybe 1 left on Twitch. And there's a whole heap of them left over on Discord. So if you like the emotes and the emojis, and you're emotional about the emotes and the emojis, well, be sure to give some suggestions. I'm happy to get stuff made, and I can do 1 or 2 myself, but some of the fancier ones, I know of someone who knows of someone who can make stuff. And that's where they go. So as we taxi on out here, bit of a long taxi, this. And I hope I'm going the right way. Oh, I haven't gone the right way. All shall be revealed. Well, there's Gregor. Ah, yes, there's the bridge. The Bridge of Amazement. We're going to go on that bridge. Yes, it's no Mackinac or Macamau? I think it's Macamau, isn't it? It's no Macamau Bridge. Colonel Fork. Almost skimming the taxi lights. They'd never have us back if we broke one of them. These big gadgets here, well, they're designed to stop sound and wind and turbulence and stuff. Windbreakers. And you tend to see them at airports where they're going to do maybe engine testing and all that kind of good stuff. Fascinating, I know. Thomas is in the house. Good to see him, a dude. He says, are you using live weather, Murph? I am. I'm just not using the live time of day. But the live weather is certainly active. H2 says, drive at 320. Jet Blast, Murph. That's the one. Valstum. Blast fences. Aha. We're a-coming. As more sauce. Oh, the bump on that. We're on the bridge now. Hang on. Can we use science? That's us there, look. There we are, there we are. Zoom in, we're on a bridge. Don't go off the bridge, Murphy. We seem to be taxiing very fast. Don't mind us. Do. There's Gordon and Piat is there, and we'll just ramble into this position. So we shall ramble down this way. This is kind of a cool camera angle, Murph, you genius. Too much. And try this one again. There we go. Getting used to like messing with the cameras and stuff. It's very like cinematic or something, isn't it? Right, Murphy, before you break it. Easy. Easy. Right, lights be on. Transponder needs to be transponding. Squawk doing squawk things. Lights doing lights things. We shall enter the runway here. So we're about a 35-minute flight. We will be checking out some sceneries along the way. We probably don't need flaps here on takeoff, but sure, we'll give it a bash anyway. Woke is in the house. Are you a pilot? I'm not. No, I have a couple of hours in a real-world Cessna 172. But I'm very much the armchair pilot. Welcome to the flight deck, or my flight house man cave thingy, with new shelves and lights, and a big light that says two-tone flying circus that we got from Annalisa. Ching! Many thanks, Annalisa. It is forever going to have a place in the stream. Chippy says, I'm not saying he's taxing fast, but the first officer just called V1. Whoops. Raiden Cross is here. Good to see you. The next leg has a tad of elevation. Indeed it does, as Care 85 has rambled in. Good to see you, my dude. So the landing altitude of the next airport shall be 2,157 feet. So, down to our little autopilot. We're going to go for 6,000. Just dial that one in there now. We shall turn the heading indicator up to the runway heading. And when we take off, it's going to be a right-hand pattern. Basically means we're going to take off, climb, and turn right. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? I think we're all ready. So, 1 notch of flaps. Power coming in. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is now alive. Allison reckons 9,000. Okay. Oh, the simulated horror! There's 80 knots. We're good and light now. Aileron into the wind. There we go. When they say ailerons into the wind, by the way, positive rate gear up and retract it. If you're getting blown from a direction, you point your ailerons, or your wings basically, turn in direction of the wind, because otherwise the aircraft will go like this. So if you turn it that way into the wind, it counteracts it. But you already knew that. Yeah, we'll probably go to we'll probably go up as high as 10,000 feet. You know, probably. So at this stage, we shall select heading mode, activate the autopilot, arm 6,000. To zoom in here, go to 1,000 feet per minute on our climb, as was our want. We'll keep an eye on things here now. So as we start climbing, we'll have the fireflies here behind us, and sure, we'll play a bit of music for them. And we all know what song this is going to be. For Annalisa. Hello, fireflies. So first turn over to 150 degrees. As Annalisa prepares for the dancing. Dances and encourages all non-pilots to join in. User says, that's almost your theme tune, Murph. Rayton says, can you have a look around the airplane? We surely will in a moment. Pilots can tap a finger. Chibi says, joins in the feat of flames. And scene. Right, we're going to swing over to 240 degrees as we continue our climb. Speed is good. We're saying 6. We're going to go up to 10. Now, bearing in mind, there is clouds here. Outside air temperature is 8 degrees at the moment. Temperature will drop 2 degrees for every 1,000 feet we climb. So in 4,000 feet, it's going to drop 8 degrees. So we shall turn on our pitot heat. We'll need that. And we have defrosting machines down here as well. Cabin heat, turn that one on for the moment. And then we'll use a defrost if we need it. As we fly over the wind tower. The views look good. Armin Leohard is in the house. Good to see you. Let's try a bit of science again. As we check out the wind tower. Very nice. Aaron Carter says, hey Murph, how long have you been playing this for? Tonight or in general? Gibbo says, I went to change the tank and ended up turning off the fuel. Whoops. This is looking very pretty. So, how's everything getting on? We're passing 6,000 feet here now. We need to make a right-hand turn all the way over to 330 degrees. That's looking kind of sweet. There is. In general, I've been an alpha tester of this, so I've had access to it for quite some time now. There's a couple of 100 hours logged, I'm sure. He said logged. That was hilarious. Don't act like you're not impressed. So we shall continue on this heading until we intercept the magenta line. Look at the state of that view. as we have Fast Pete 84 leading the way. Cyberman Drew says, I wonder if the fact that I only have 45 gigs left on my SSD might be why the sim kept crashing. Possibly. Ed Reed says, the wind tower is a vent for underground tunnel. The tower pivots into the wind for maximum ventilation. That's fascinating. Many thanks for the enlightenment, Ed. Talk about your engineering marvels. We have downtown Tokyo beneath us as we scooch across into the passenger seat. As we marvel at the absolute size of that airport. It's huge! Aaron Carter says, how'd you go about getting the beta version of that flight sim? So I think initially when Microsoft released the alpha to members of the public, so they had their closed alpha stages, and that was before the announcement. That's before they said anything at the what do they call it? The what's the thing called? It's like the big show, E3. Yeah. Before that, they had closed alphas, and they had a couple of cities that were rendered, and they were messing around with it. Once they made it public, they then had an open. That was a bang. They then had it open to closed groups by an invite. And then they pushed it out into a public alpha in which you could sign up, send in your specs of whatever PC you were using, and then they would invite those at a certain time that they wanted to see. An example would be, I think the first wave they were looking at some of the beefier machines, second wave the middle of the road, and then the third alpha it was very much the lower end systems. That's what they were looking to do. And they've appeared to, certainly from the alpha stage, they did that quite well, which was handy. And then after that, it was over to the beta side. And again, with the beta, it kind of depended a little bit on almost like a lottery. As we try and sort out our engine here. So we're at -4 at this altitude. We're just about to hit 10,000 feet. And hopefully our speed will pick up. We'll jump over to altitude mode. No, we won't. We'll jump over to nav mode. We want to go for 10,000. Up you divil ya. And we should hold around here. Captain Sickbag says, apart from setting my autopilot at 0 feet, everything is fine. Aaron says, is it the same as X-Plane? No. So X-Plane have open betas whereby you can choose to be a part of that open beta simply by clicking on the little switch, and then you have access to it. Now I usually beta test X-Plane as well. And, to be a beta tester, you don't necessarily need to have any computer skills. But you have to view it and approach it as a beta tester. So there's a lot of discipline is required if you want to beta test something. You got to use exacting measurements to see where any of the potential issues are. Look at the state of that view, though. Fuel tank is looking okay. That does look mighty nice, doesn't it? Hello? Now, what they have said with Microsoft Flight Sim, they are going to enter into open betas for future patches. They're going to start it with the third-party developers first, and then, open it up to the general public. Fly Darren has become a member. Many, many thanks, Fly Darren. Appreciate you, my dude. Irish Aviators in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. Robski says, how much would it cost to build a PC like yours? The game looks beautiful. Well, my system is kind of like last year's system. It's an i9 9900K, and I have the RTX 2080 Ti and 64 rather RAM. You're looking anywhere in the regions of, wow, a few thousand, maybe somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000, give or take. Aaron says, how do you go about becoming a beta tester for X-Plane in general? You can just click on a little box. So if you go to the install X-Plane, it depends where you have it. Is it if it's on Steam or if it's on the, you get it direct from X-Plane. You have the option to opt into the beta. There's a little box menu. You click on that and it'll download the latest betas. So, for any of us, if you're new to Flight Sim and you want to see what the betas look like, and you want access to them, they are super handy to have. You'll get access to the features before a lot of other people will. But on the downshot is, they are not stable. They are absolutely not stable. Prepare things to break. And that's the whole point of the beta. Your job is to break it and then report back with your findings to say, I did this, and this. This is the time of day. This is the weather settings. This is the aircraft. This is the fuel I had loaded. This is the weight. This is the route I took. These are the inputs that I have. All that kind of good stuff. And you report back to them. And then they'll say, and then they have to try and recreate that exact thing. And then they say, right, we know exactly what happened, we'll fix it. And usually when they fix it, something else will break. We have Mount Fuji there in the background. Scott Voigt has rambled in. Good to see you, Scott. Happy Monday to you, my dude. Fostum says, Murph can't resist clicking buttons. I'm an absolute disaster for it. But it's because... It's not that I fixate over beta testing. I love beta testing some things. But yeah. It's I recommend it. For example, if you got... Microsoft Flight Sim isn't user-friendly for beta testing just yet. And that's completely understandable. Fly Darren says, had to rejoin Murph as the PayPal messed up. Glad to be here, matey. Fly Darren, really appreciate that, my dude. The place just wasn't the same without you. So with Flight Sim 2020, beta testing, not an option at the moment. However, in X-Plane, and this is what's super handy when it comes to X-Plane, you can have 2 copies of X-Plane on the same machine, on different drives. That's how I operate it. So, for example, I would have the game of X-Plane or the sim, the master copy of X-Plane, and that's where all my add-on scenery is, all my aircraft, all the plugins, all the cool stuff that I enjoy flying the sim. Then on another hard drive, which is an SSD, I have the beta version, and that is absolutely vanilla. It's only the default aircraft and everything that comes out of the box, and that's what I would use as a beta. And then you could, if you're comfortable with it, you can start adding in some third-party aircraft and programs to see what breaks, and then you can report back to the third-party developers to say, this is wrong, this is broken, this isn't working, and so on, so on. So that's why I think Laminar they're just miles ahead when it comes to the whole beta process at the moment. The file structuring in X-Plane, I think, is easier. It's very easy to add and take away stuff. So the coding is it's really, really well done for Laminar. Mount Fuji looks splendid off to our left. It really does. Colonel Fork says vanilla, not chocolate. That does look nice out there, doesn't it? So remember, guys, if you're new here, shameless plug. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 8 PM Zulu time, right here on YouTube and on Twitch. If you guys like this content, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. You'd be doing me a solid. And if you really like it, sure, you might even follow or subscribe. Wouldn't that be just wonderful? And there's a link there to our Discord as well. If you guys are interested in beta testing stuff, hit me up on Discord. Like, I have access to a lot of different bits and bobs, and I can put you in contact with some people if you want to help out. It is time consuming, but it can be fun, and you know, you get to see what developers are working on. You can see what their headaches are, but you can also kind of have a little sneak peek to what's going to be happening in the future, which is awesome. Now, one thing I will say, when it comes to beta testing, depending on what you're testing, you don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Like, they will have NDAs, they will tell you, listen, you can't share this stuff yet. So there's that side of it. And if you abuse that trust, you'll never beta test. So Niall says, I tried to wipe the smudge off my screen. It's on the Mooney. You mean that one? Yep. So, sitrep. Change our fuel tanks. Current altitude is 10,000 feet. Ground speed indication of 175. Airspeed indication of 155. Outside air temperature is -8. It's all looking rather pleasant. And there is the city of Tokyo behind us. Look at the state of that view. Isn't it only beautiful up here? Ed Reed says, are the knobs and buttons working okay in the Mooney? Yes, Ed, everything working just as they intended. Owen 593 is in the house. Good to see you. Kendra is in the house. Great to see you, Kendra. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're keeping very, very well. So if you guys flying with us, let's see if we can get another head count. How about y'all press the number 2 now, and we'll see how many pilots are with us on this leg. I imagine it'll be the same. There appears to be a lot. A great many. So if we have a look at the map where we're flying to, we're going to come up this neck of the woods, and then it's back down this neck of the woods. So Mount Fuji shall be dominating our skyline. Look at the scenery down there, though. We got 33. A lot of people always ask Irish people to say 33 and a third. 33 and a third. "30 dirty birds on the corner of 33rd and 3rd. I kind of fell into that one, didn't I? 33rd and a 3rd. you know. Oh, what was the other thing you said? Forget about it. Brilliant. Anyway, where were we at? Well, we're enjoying the Japanese countryside here, so I thought I had other Japanese music. Wait one. We'll try and find it. Oh, we do. Look, here it is. Let's see. Yes, we want that one. And, ooh, we'll go with this one. Fernando Gonzalez is in the house. Good to see you. Thomas uses a Ryzen 9 and an Asus RTX 3090. Nice, dude. So we are some 20 minutes away from our destination. Look at that. Kingsman says, I'd love to see if they'd understand my accent. It's 83 in the says, mate. Alright, calm down. Fernando says, good quality, and Mike, why don't you stream on Twitch? Why, Fernando, we are also live on Twitch. We use sorcery. We live stream on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time, simultaneously, in unison, all together. But many thanks, Fernando, for the for your compliments, my dude. Gregor says it's bumpy here. I know, right? But look how nice it is. The different colours, rivers and clouds and mountains, and fireflies. Ooh my! Mahoney says, you know, if you want to get partner on Twitch, then you must stop stream on YouTube. Many thanks for the subscribe, Fernando. Appreciate you, my dude. Darren Murphy's in the house. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, I don't know. Like, when it comes to partnerships and stuff, yeah. Like, I ultimately want to find the best platform for the viewers. Well is now following. Many thanks, my dude. KCG Allison has hopped over to the dark side for a bit. Like, I think there are definite pros and cons to each platform. YouTube is fantastic for discoverability. Twitch, I think, is more user-friendly with some of the features we can implement for live streaming. But it's hard to know. There is no Dana, only Twitch. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, like, it's 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. YouTube, definitely, like tonight, for example, we got, I don't know, about 130 odd watching on YouTube, and we got about 30 odd watching on Twitch. So when it comes to kind of recommended and different feeds and whatever, YouTube is there. And in particular, for a lot of our viewers, YouTube is just an easier platform to access. In saying that, Twitch is a very, very powerful streaming platform. I mean, it's their bread and butter. That's what they do. And a lot of the features, as I said, like, I mean, I was watching the Flying Fabio the other day. And if you guys don't know who the Flying Fabio is, well, he's on Twitch. He's a real-world pilot, and he does live streams. Very entertaining, very, very knowledgeable, and just an all-round super, super guy. I love watching his streams. And he was working on this add-on that the chat, or members in the chat, can affect the aircraft that you fly. So if I was flying here now, you guys in chat can say, we're going to do with this. And you can make either a system fail, or one of the avionics or instruments fail. You can turn it off, on and off the lights. So there's that level of interaction with the viewer, which is cool. When it comes to YouTube, they haven't implemented that just yet. Now, there are some things coming into YouTube that's working. So yeah, it's the age-old question.
That's a big 10 for good, buddy.
Code Monkey Dave has subscribed, and I see Quesadjilla's name flash up in lights. Holy moly, many thanks,
That's a big 10 for good, buddy.
Alison, for gifting the 5 tier 1 subs. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. And hello and welcome to all the new persons who are now following on Twitch. To Alison, Quesadjilla, thank you very, very much. That's super nice.
That's a big 10 for good, buddy.
Infidel Fireman has just subscribed. Many thanks to you, my dude. Oh, sure, look at it, it's all happening now. What's happening? Who pressed the button? Who left the door open? Merlin Flyer has just joined the flight crew here on YouTube. Many thanks, my dude.
Hey, good, buddy.
It's gone bananas. Someone kept their hand on the button. Many thanks to all the new people, to the resubscribing people. A huge shout out to Alison. You're very, very kind. Thank you so much. And to Ed earlier on, thank you so much. And there was something else earlier on as well. I'll catch it later, but you guys are awesome. Thank you very, very much. As we are just some 15 minutes away, and we still have the Mount Fuji off in the distance, peeking its head above the clouds. And it's kind of bouncy up here. I mean, look at that. It was Henrik who donated earlier on. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Two-Tone. Keen Leffer says, the music is hypnotic. Liz says, turbulence seems to be a thing here. Absolutely. Do you think the Microsoft folks thought we would be doing this sort of group flying, says Wisdom? They are aware of it. I have been in contact. Ed Reed says, epic stream tonight. Well, many thanks, Ed. It is thanks to all of you people. Wow, turbulence in an airplane game? I know, right? But as I keep saying this, you guys are the reasons for the edutainment of the streams. I mean, I show up, I do my thing. I mean, if there was only 1 or 2 people here, I'd try and do the same thing. It's only when you guys show up it gets crazy. Many thanks, Lizzie, for the follow. Thank you very much. ESC Lover 2003 is in the house. Good to see you. Darren Murphy says, Murph, what are you hoping Santa brings you? I feel this was brought up in the last stream, but I can't remember. Uh-oh. Less icing, if you could. We have considerable chop, as we have some ice. Yes, ice is a thing. Are you glad you're not at 6,000 feet now, Murph? Even though, like, you know, we run the risk of, like, you know, dropping out of the sky with ice, it's worth it. The view up here is amazing. Monkey says, love the stream, just a spectator tonight. Thanks, Murph and team. Well, many thanks to you, my dude. Edry says, a Santa suit. Jan Morecamp says, community love. Absolutely. These are all fantastically brilliant. And we've carved out our own little community here in the flight simulator world. And it's absolutely fantastic. So, what's going to happen with the ice? Gibbo says, it was a mankini you wanted, right? Could you imagine it, sports fans? No, better still, don't. We have icing, and we're approaching some very big mountains. John Morris is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Here as a passenger again. Well, I do hope the in-flight entertainment is keeping you entertained. Murph in a mankini. Hashtag Murph in a mankini. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not that kind of stream. Naughty Gnome says, it's a wonderful community. Thanks to you, Murph, and all the work, and all that work so hard to make it awesome. Not at all. It is you guys who make it awesome. I just listen. I say, what do you guys think of this? And you'd be like, yeah, or you'd be like, no. And a very, very big tip of the hat to our team of moderators. Day in, day out, you guys are doing tremendous work. Keeping the stream in the direction, and keeping the community, I suppose, in the direction that I think we all appreciate. A big shout out to Scott Voigt, Colonel Fork85, Stuart Payne, Alison Johnson, Ed Reed, Dangerous Brian, Dougal McTavish, Flying Scotsman Jim. I thank you all. Aviation Life is in the house. He says, hello from the other side. Flight Armor says, when would you use the autopilot pitch reference up-down switch on the Mooney? Pitch reference up-down. Are you talking about in here? Or here? It does the same thing. So, for example, if we're at 10,000 feet, so if we want to set 9,000, and we go to pull VS, come here, you slitter, we can affect it from... Oh, we used to be able to affect it from there. Ooh, that's interesting. Altitude mode. Or down, up. Well, let's try it. Let's say down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So it used to display itself over here, right? But it doesn't. So it still activates on the vertical speed indicator. So the up-down actually does work as your up-down. But because you have this extra piece of avionics, you can control it by here. Do you get me? So, danger close. A couple of minutes away. So we do need to do... Did you just... Yeah, he did. So, altitude. Let me see. 1,000 feet per minute. No, let's go to there. 10,000. And our landing altitude here is only 2,000. So we're going to go all the way down to 4,000. Go ahead and arm that. Then we need to activate our... Hang on now. This gets tricky. No, we don't want rudder trim, Murph. This is what happens when the... Whatchamacallit? What are they called? When it starts lagging, there's a slight delay, but we should be fine. So, we have started our descent. So, watch our speed here as we do so. Balsam says, not the buttons, Murph. Sammy's Gaming's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Captain Sickbag says, what runway are we heading for? We have a choice. This airport opened in 1965. We have runway 18 or runway 36. We could go for 36. Quesadilla says, it still does on mine, Murph. Yeah, maybe that's because I already set something into it and I wouldn't override it. I must have a look at that. Yorkshire Pud 63 says, the streams are fantastic to watch, as with Ozflight Simmer as well as lots more. Cool. We're in the soup. It's IMC, the place to be. We should break out momentarily. He's a poet and he knew it. Monkey says, Murph, meant to say thanks to the Discord video, very helpful, and I have it working now. My pleasure, my dude. I hope it brought some sort of clarity. A box of buttons for a Christmas gift. Very good, Kendra. ESC Lover says, is the next stop our last stop? Nope. We got one more after that. Sammy says, Murph, have you considered going to a therapist for your button phobia? I'm lucky I have them on speed dial. That's going to win. Despite my best efforts, that's definitely going to win. So, if you can't go over the mountain, we definitely ain't going to go through the mountain. We shall attempt to go around the mountain. Heading mode, please. And actually, we'll just hold our altitude here for a moment. As we get around a little bit of a mountain, because that just gets crazy. Remember, boys, flies spread disease. Annalisa says, no matter how much the Murph howls, the mountain cannot bow to him. No. And it's all chop choppity chop chop chop, but it still looks nice. Look at this for a view. I keep saying this, but the scenery tonight is off the hook. Big Sleepy Ox is in the house. Good to see you, dude. If you're going around the mountain, time to get the pink pajamas on. This is insanely good. Super 7737 is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. So we need to continue with our descent. 6,100. We said 4,000. That'll do. As we come hither, you slither. Oh God. Don't do it that again. That was scary. I completely lost control of the windy roundy thingy. Now. safe. We're okay. So, runway of choice shall be. Anyone got a METAR for this location? Barrow, yes, must be checked. Very good, Ed. Wisdom says, our world is such a beautiful place. I wish we took better care of it. Yeah. Windy and bumpy. I like that, Epic Fool. That'll do. So because it's windy and bumpy, we shall go for runway 36. So we're going to fly over the airport and then circle around and go for 36. There is the airport beneath us. Look at that. They even have the name there. Look. Fantastic. Matsumoto. It looks very pretty. Did anyone get the direction of the weather sock down there? Hang on, wait. Okay, so it won't be runway 18, it'll be the far one. 36. Yeah, 36 is good. Autopilot coming off. As was our want. The face cam goes on now for the dramatic effect as we try to land this aeroplane. Watch your speed. We shall bank. Look at the scenery here though. It's fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. We'll add a bit of speed brake here just to kind of calm everything down a bit. Keen says, when is our last stream of Japan? It'll be 1, 2. It'll be in the new year. Scott with the METAR. Very good, Scott. Thank you. Winds 320 at 6 knots. Winds 320 at... yeah, so we want to land at 36. Very good. That's how we get nice and low fairly fast. Have a gawk out. There is a runway over there somewhere. Sammy says, Murph, you won't have mountain problems when you come to Trinidad and Tobago because our highest mountain is called El Caro de Arepo. Is that Arepo? It's just over 940 meters. Interesting. Looking forward to getting out there soon, my dude. Now, who left me in charge? Oh, there's the runway there. Thought I... yeah. Landing gear, please. As we try and land this one. All the buttons being pressed is the speed brakes, landing gear, and our flaps. Very short final. Oh, it's bumpy. We're kind of hovering at around 90 knots, which is okay. And again, I recommend a sim restart for those of you if you're suffering any FPS issues. And to be fair, I can't blame this. Like, look at the scenery, like. For speed, Murph. Best behaviour now. Watch the birdie. And our plan is now just to kind of slip it in. Daniel Booker says, how do you operate the speed brake? I have it bound to one of the buttons on my throttle. So if you just go into controls and type in speed brake or spoiler, you can control it from there. Right, runway 36. Keep this machine on the center line as best we can. That's a bit of a floaty. There's touchdown. Speed brakes out again. Keep it on the center line as best you can, Murph. Don't be that guy. A bit of manual braking. Finish with our flaps. Finish with our speed brake. A touchdown. Keen Lafford says, to make the streams safer, Mrs. Two-Tone should operate the buttons and Murphy should do the commentating. Aviation life. What's that behind you, Murph? One day I'll blatantly, see, I had to check. One day I'll blatantly ignore it and there will be something there and it will scare the absolute holy molies out of me. Now, for the landings. Not forgetting, of course, it is indeed Christmas. That works. Okay, this one. And then this one. We can see Jack Sorrells. Epic Fool on approach. There's Papa Joe B. They're down. Just about. The Flyboy. Crompton is down. Nicely done, my dude. Merlin Flyer. Moving Pigeons is playing chicken with everyone. Oh dear. WB is here. Nicely done, my dudes. There goes Moving Pigeons. Ah, there he goes. Jared Vark is down. Cater Comet is down. There's Bry Boy, Technic Al. It's kind of busy there. Epic Fool says, my landing was like buttering bread with frozen butter. CDN Taz, Captain Sickbagger here. Sir Nile is down. There's Catbat 9. Jepson. No, Jasper. I think I said Jepson. It's Jasper. There's Naughty Gnome. Little BB is here. More Sauce is here. Brandon Lowe. Archer's down. There's Gibbo Ireland. Zomtress. Wayland. Gordon 77, Morton IK. There's a whole load of people. Greg Orr, we can see Negative App, Thomas Spark, Wayland. It's all happening. Tarnish, nicely done, dude. Ali Katz makes her arrival. Right on the center line. Fly Darren is down. Oh. Oh no. Ali Katz. That's a rare sight. Jan Moorkamp. I wonder, did Ali do what I did the other day? I was certain I lowered the landing gear, only to realise, to my horror, I didn't lower the landing gear, and I did exactly that. It doesn't go too well on its belly. It needs the landing gear. I did the very same, so like, and I've a lot of hours in the Mooney, and I've done the same, so it's a rare thing to see. Rogers RC and Sean Lego Man. Nicely done, my dudes. It's all looking very, very nice. You were sure you put them down? I know, I did the same. As Fly Guy arrives, there's Moving Pigeon. Nicely done, my dude. Oh, bit of a bounce. That's okay. Allison was simulating the failed landing gear landing. And you passed. Here's Frozen, more sauce. There's Glum Tapestry. Bro says, I tested it. You can't land the Mooney with the gear still up. I know, right? So Niall says, alright, that's it for me today. Thank you, Murph, and all for the evening. Well, many thanks to you, my dude. As Rolly Mal 9 makes his landing. Beautiful stuff. There's Rad Pilot Randy. As Annalisa, you've got her back. Alison was giving us a demo of what it looks like. There was no mistakes made. 90 Noma's away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Many thanks for joining us. Are we all here? I think so. Gregor. Here's looking at you, kid. With the sporty landing. And he's down. This is a very, very nice airport, I have to say. And look at the surrounding scenery. Superb stuff. So, what do? We go with this one. Very good. It's me again. And, well, we're going to restart the sim here in the background. That didn't work. Try it again. There, it worked. So, our final leg for this evening. Hang on. We have a button to press. This will work. Main menu. Continue. And over to this one. Many thanks to Wayland. Big Ear 60 is away. Thank you very, very much, my dude. Tomaz is away. We'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in. KCG says, safe altitude for the next leg is 7,000 feet. Nice. Scotland 737 has 12 hours clocked in the Blériot already. That was just a taxi, right? You're now on the active runway. Ryanair says, I love Ireland. Well, many thanks, my dude. Brian Clark says, I am off. Good night, all. You take care, Brian. KCG says, I'm kicking myself, though, as I'm such a perfectionist. So am I, but then you kind of have to say, eh. I missed getting a can into my bin. That I turned off the camera to go and pick it up again, and I fell on the ground. And then I made the mistake of telling you that I fell on the ground. It can happen to anyone. Tasty beverage on a Monday night. Ed Reed says 5 more likes to go. As Brompton 33 is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Greg Gore's away. We'll see you on the next one, my dude. Many thanks for joining us. Ryanair, I am Irish. Well, that's okay, so am I. Yorkshire Pud is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Kendra says you need bigger bins. Yep. Compton says, may as well follow you on stream as well in the air. I appreciate it, my dude. Captain John says, why worry about telling us that you fell? Honestly, above all. Sammy's Gaming says, is saying shamrock and whiskey a stereotype? Not really. It's like culture, I suppose, and there are certain things associated to those of us who are Irish. But it's grand. Technical, I gotta shoot. Great stream. We'll see you soon, my dude. Grey Hawk is in the house. He says, sorry I missed today's flights. Next week, I'll be back with a vengeance. Grey Hawk 2. Oh no. What one was it?
Hey, good morning.
Grey Hawk 3 with a vengeance. That's the one. It's Moonlight. Many thanks to the follow, my dude. Happy Monday to you. So the sim is rebooting. We shall be taking off from Matsumoto Airport, and we're going to ramble over to Chubu Centrair International. That's what it says. It's RJGG. Romeo Juliet Golf Golf. That airport opened in 2005. Mount Fuji is in the region, standing at 12,389 feet. It's an active, get this, stratovolcano, which last erupted in 1707, and after the 2011 earthquake and tsunami, fears of an eruption are high. The information is brought to you tonight by Mrs. Two-Tone. It's Midnight says, I'm Bob Mouse from YouTube. Hello. Wish you a good night. Well, many thanks, my dude. Appreciate it. John Morecambe says, I discovered that standing up while both legs are asleep isn't a good idea. Yeah, you get the wobbly legs. You go to stand up and it's like, oh. It can happen to the best of us, Jan. So, where are we going from? RJAF. Matsumoto. Zoom to details. With a bit of the diddly idle. And we're heading over to RJGG. This is a 30-minute flight. And he just read it, just like she wrote it, says Sydney O. Jesper says, awesome flight tonight. Many thanks, my dude. Mahoney says, what a laggy landing for me. I turned on Blizzard on Rex halfway. Yeah, that's going to do it. Scott Foy says, if Mrs. Two-Tone wrote it, then it has to be true. I know, right? Blossom says, Murph, don't they have monitoring stations on the volcano with buttons? Maurice is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. We're on the North Europe server. Mahoney says, last leg in a typhoon. Negative on the request there, my dude. We're going to do a typhoon flight soon. You have to wear the aviator glasses. Multiple pairs of them and keep taking them off. You guys are dangerous. But we will be doing one of them streams soon. Rather. So, jump back into the sim. Let the screen do its thing. There it is. So, get some switches on here. Fuel tank is on. Controls are kind of freaking out, but that's okay. So, we are going to turn our mags. Mixture and prop to full. Clear prop. We're alive. Now we need to change our sounds. They're back. And change these sounds. They're back. There we go. Kingsman says, I can see you're a fan of Ghostbusters. Ah, you saw the Ecto 1, did you? Indeed. Now, let's see. Right. Avionics, please. Yes. Get some lightage. Transponder goes to standby. Altitude, we're going to go for 7,000 feet. Flight director can come on. Yes. VLOC goes to GPS. That all appears to be wonderful. And yeah, that's going to be us. So, strobes, taxi and landing lights on. Turn on our pitot as well, along with our elevator trim. And I think we're good to go. Sean Leo's in the house, says, I missed most of the Japan special, unfortunately. What's next, Murph? So, we're taking off here from Matsumoto, and we're heading down to Chubu Centrair International Airport, near Mount Fuji. Kendra is away. We'll see you very soon. Otherwise, I might need the electrical for to get out of bed tomorrow morning. Thanks for the relaxing time. Kendra, thank you very much indeed for joining us here this evening. Mr. Teuton says, I'm glad you can read my writing, Murph. It's just better than mine. Look at the scenery here, though. So we'll taxi out. We have glorious smooth frames again. As Rad Pilot Randy waits. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. I hope you have nothing against the Rotax 915. No, the icon is cool. The sounds very cool, aren't they? I hope the weather's doing what it should be doing. I think we go left here. Should it be right? Don't mind Murph, he's a little bit lost. Kingsman is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Many thanks for joining us. A weather sock would be handy. What do you reckon? We go left. We're going left. And if you say Murph, you should have went right. Yeah, it's totally fine. It's going to be grand. We'll go up here by Captain Sickbag. He knows what's happening. So, our final leg for this evening. Ooh. So we'll do a UE. Ed says, nice lineup. It is. Everyone's very well behaved. Fantastic stuff. Well done, my dudes. And then Kubo said, nah, I'm not waiting. He's dead right. Steve A is in the house. Good to see you, dude. Oh, the simulated horror. It's like that scene where they drive on the wrong side of the road. You'll have lights flashing all over the shop. So, Squawk doing Squawk things. Lights are on. One notch of flaps, please. That looks good to me. We're going to go runway heading. We've set 7,000 feet. Power coming in. Steve says, eventful evening, by the way. Keep it on the center line. Airspeed is very much alive. We're coming up on 70 knots. We're getting light now. Here's 80. Up. See Daisy. Positive rate and indicated. Bring our landing gear in. Touch on our toe brakes. Stop the wheels from spinning. Do a steep climb here. There's nearly 300 feet. Bring our flaps back in. Get ourselves trimmed off here as best we can. That'll kind of do. Jump down to our autopilot. We're going to go to heading mode. Go ahead and activate that. Arm 7,000. That'll bring us back down to 500. Bring it up to 1,000 feet per minute, which is very comfortable. And we're kind of grand now again for a few minutes. Scott says that'd be me driving in the UK. Indeed it is. So our takeoff has been decent as we're passing 3,000 feet. Airspeed is good as it's picking up. We're just going to hang around the locale to let everyone get airborne. Gibbo says, I was multitasking. It's grand. It's totally fine. So are you digging the background? Is it more kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? There's lights in that thing. I have this strip of lights that you can plug them in. Seemingly RGB makes you go faster. Eastbirds Lee is here. Good evening from Belgium. Good to be on board. Good to see you, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. It's more professional streamer for sure, says Annalisa. Yes. All I need now is a baseball cap to go sideways and like, what's up and yo and peace to your... Yeah. That would never work with me. I just couldn't. I've got nothing. It wouldn't work. The ambient, yes, it looks. I don't know. Like from my perspective, it's grand. It creates a bit of heat, mind you, but it's grand. Like that smash button. Yeah. That's the one, Waltons. Yeah. Yo, smash that button and stuff. I can do the what's up, everybody. Yeah, we can go there. We can absolutely go there. I'd be brilliant at one of them. Yo, let's get more. What are they called? Likes in the thing. Yeah. I'd be brilliant at this. They can call him the Motivator. That'll be the new YouTube name, Mr. Motivator. Murph, on the EFA flight, can we start from Wharton EGNO, as I worked there when they were made? Cool, we'll have a look. Hang on. You guys, hang on. We can do with something. Hold that thought. Yo, it's the channel. Smash the buttons and stuff. I can't hear me anymore. Imagine if I turned into that guy. You'd be all like, right, that's it, we're gone, we're out of here, we're leaving them. What side does that go? Does it go this side? Or this side? It's supposed to be like a Santa hat. It looks more like a mistake. One of my logs. Yo, peace to your logs, man. Or dude. Owen Reynolds is in the house. Good to see you. Epic Phil says, Murphy, radar services terminated. Terminated. Okay, we're going to spin over to the left-hand side. Due west. As we approach 7,000 feet. Imagine if it was one of these streams. Does it go on this side or this side? I think it's that side. You've seen it all now, sports fans. Man, it's kind of hot in this hat. I'm not going to lie to you. It gets warm in here. Frequency change approved. Now, we're going for 7,000 feet, which we're there now. And we'll go another left. New heading, 180 degrees. Oh, the simulated horror. With that music and everything. We better leave the hat on now. I'll start upsetting people if I take it off. And then when the stream has ended. No, I won't. Now, where are we at? It's quite warm in here. That kind of works. I didn't just sneeze. It was an optical illusion. Eastbird says, what's your RPM and fuel mixture at the moment? RPM is a little bit high, actually. We'll bring it back down to 22.5. Usually 2200 is good in these. The manifold pressure is quite high. EGT is okay, that's behaving itself. We are achieving a decent speed, indicated at 170 knots. We're at 7,000 feet, and it's giving us about 183 over the ground. Sammy says, why can't I watch in 1080? I want to screenshot this momentous occasion. It moves, look. It's a very warm hat. But look at the view. Don't mind that view. Mrs. Two-Tone could hear me sneeze, and I pressed the mute button. Like this. So I can carry on a full-blown conversation with you as it... And then I can unpress it and then you hear it again. It's a super cool button. It has the mute button and then the expletive button. I don't use that too much because it's kind of loud. Nothing is as loud as a dad sneeze. I know, I'm kind of like... Do you ever do the internal sneeze? As in you try and hold it, and you just kind of go... And then it happens, and you make no sounds. They taught us that in the military. And how to go for so long with an itchy nose without scratching it. Because you had to put like grass and stuff on your hat, or your on your helmet. And if you did your camouflage and concealment wrong, it'd like interfere with you and make you itchy. All the things you learn, lads, it's just... We have some Christmas music. So we turn down the aircraft ever so slightly. So outside air temperature is 1 degree. We have a bit of cloud ahead of us. Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. Eastbird says, so thanks to the military you can wear the itchy hat without scratching. They didn't give us these. This is totally different. Captain Sickbag says, I did that eternal sneeze once, burst a blood vessel in my eye. Yeesh. Right, we shall select GPS mode. Nav mode it is. Wally Mal says, looks like I'm flying over the hydro dam. Cool. KCG says, are you on nav yet, Murph? Just now? Jordan J is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Big Daddy Murphy's in the house. Oh dear. Annalisa says, I can do that quiet sneeze, if I'm anxious, weirdly enough. Really? If it happens again, I'll try and do it. It'll be live. A live silent sneeze. Interdimensional Lizard, there's a name, is in the house. Hello, Interdimensional Lizard. Fantastic name, my guy. Welcome along. Papa Joe B is liking the tunage, as is our very own Ed Reed. Quesadilla says, I always sneeze in 3s. A buddy of mine does it in 4s. Has to be 4 sneezes. And as a, you know, for science, after he sneezed 3 times, one of the guys whacked him in the head to see would it stop it. No, he sneezed another 4 times. Cyberman Drew is loving the jazz. It is nice. Now, them mountains, we reckon at 7,000 feet are going to be okay. Big Daddy Murph says, I just realised your name is Murph. It's like a wrestler's name. Big Daddy Murph. That's music. It'll be close, but I think it'll be good. Look at the views. Pedro Martin Brito is in the house. He says hello from the Canary Islands. Hello, my dude. Happy Monday to you. Hope you're keeping well. Flight Aaron says, interesting things happen when you sneeze when you're older. Cyberman Drew says, I did a rock cover of Carol of the Bells on my music channel. Oh, I must check that one out, dude. I do like this bit of music. That's my piano solo, playing with just my toes. It could happen. ASC Lover says, Murph, do you remember when Donald Skean was a singer? I think so. When this first song started, I thought it was the theme song to The Walking Dead. Crompton says, glad to know I'm not the only one that either gets continuous sneezes or 3 sneezes in a row. Sammy says, Murph, that was funny. You started playing on loudspeaker and then you went, Big Daddy Murph, and my mom died of laughter. Now, speaking of which, where's this other piece of music I was looking for? Oh, here it is. I approve this one. You can turn it up. We seem to have a bit of cloud cover at 7,000 feet. We should be okay. Look at the lighting to the right. Look to the lighting to the right. In the sim or in here? Phil says, I only do 3 sneezes when I'm in the woods. Or if you do some headbanging to this, it'd be hilarious. You see, the bauble thingy, does it go? I don't know what way it goes. It's slightly confused right now. Oh, I'm after whacking me eye. In the sim, Scott says. Look to the right. Let's see what happens, shall we? Can we do a dam tour, says Ed? Dams, yes, the water dams. That could be interesting. Look at the lighting to the right. That looks kind of nice. Anyway, I left you in this position. We should go for more music, shall we? Now, where do we end up? Oh, a bit of this will do. I approve. It was miles back. Yeah, well. Sorry. Ed says, forget the damn thing. Oh dear. So we are 25 minutes out. We're here with the Fireflies. Once again, providing us with fantastic formation flying. Waish Murphy's in the house. Mahoney is a flying ice block. Oh dear. That's better. The music tonight is just... there are no words. We're at 1 degree here. Jasper Mott is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Quesadilla says, I did some 360 degrees VR last night flying with the Blue Angels. Now that's precision flying. Oh, they are amazing, aren't they? This is indeed the toe-tapping goodness. Jam and butter, what's not to like? I know, right? Scott Voigt says, just received a message from Honeycomb and they liked my idea of putting together a video programming the Bravo throttle. They're looking into it. Sweet. Keen Lafford says, I better be off. They have to learn Romeo and Juliet for one's examination. Talk to you later. Safe flight. Keen, you take it easy out there, my dude. Catbat is a flying ice cream cone. There's a bit of a mountain ahead of us. Will we make it? Look at the trees. It's absolutely stunning. Little BB says it looks nice with the fall mod. Oh yeah, I gotta try that one out. The scenery goes from epic to biblical. Look at the views here. Quesadilla says, see, 7,000 feet was fine. Mooney to Mooney. It's a real case of, you know, Carlsberg don't do simulators, but if they did, it'd be Microsoft Flight Sim. Peter Fastbeat84 says, thanks Murph, mods and circus, have to force myself to do some work. Enjoy the rest of the flight. Good night all. You take care, Pete. Many thanks for joining us tonight. Fantastic flying as always. As I'm pretty much blown away here by the scenery. It's absolutely fantastic. So, SitRep, we are 18 minutes away. And we still have the Fireflies in tow. Eastbird says, my girlfriend is finishing her bachelor's degree in Japanology this year. Is that a thing? Japanese history, I suppose. At this time, the sim is the only way to be in Japan. Fascinating. And it absolutely is. Such a beautiful country. Mahoney says, watched yesterday a DCS virtual flight show with the team from the MB339. It was so awesome with the smoke and such stuff. Yeah. Really looking forward to the particle physics here. Just to have like smoke trails and contrails and all that cool stuff. But this is absolutely stunning looking. Rogers RC says, what's the cruise speed in the Mooney? It's about 170 knots. Eastbird says, are contrails announced already? No, I don't think they've announced them yet. Like, you know, there's contrails, smoke trails, vortexes, the Northern Lights. There's a whole lot of stuff. Jan Moorkamp had a CTD, so it's only watching for me the rest of the stream. Oh, dude. Well, hopefully we can keep you entertained as you go into view mode. X-Flight 205 is in the house. He says, hi, you just showed up in my feed. Nice. You're very welcome along, my dude. We're flying here in Japan. We're just about to approach our final destination, which is Chubu Centrair International, Romeo Juliet Golf Golf. The airport opened in 2005. Mount Fuji is in this region. Got plenty of clouds blocking the views. Actually, where is it? Oh, it's in here. And of course, the many fireflies are still here flying with us, which is absolutely fantastic. You just make it look fierce easy. Grain Florence is in the house. $50 HF is here. Good to see you. Where the Fuji are we? I think that's it there. We're on live weather and it looks gorgeous. Tasman says, is your music source a secret, Murph? I signed on with royalty-free radio for 3 months, so I have music while I fly. No, I'm using epidemicsound.com for the music. Merlin Fire says, can you imagine all the contrails when the fireflies are overhead? Absolutely. It'll be off the hook. It'll be crazy. Maurice says, Murphy, are you ham radio operator by chance? No. Who is ham radio operator? So time for another shameless plug. If you guys are new here, we live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 8 PM Zulu time right here on Twitch and on YouTube. If you guys like these videos, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and you might even consider subscribing or following the channel. I've also put a link to our Discord in the chat. Be sure to ramble across. That's where we be when we don't be here. Can we get a METAR for RJGG? We have runways 18 or 36. I imagine it'll be 18. Annalisa says, everyone going ham about ham now. What's your favourite kind of ham? Tasman says, thanks Murph. I stream also, but not many people watch while I'm streaming. Make sure you drop a link over on Discord, my dude. We'll check you out. Smoked ham, good. Glazed ham or honey roast ham. X-Flight 205 says, I'm getting a good vibe and your stream I subbed and thumbs up. Well, many thanks, my dude. Really appreciate that. Now, where were we at? We're looking for music. And because we're in Japan, we better go back to the old traditional, or as close to traditional as we can get. We just need to find it. It's in here somewhere. It's hidden away. Ah, this'll do. Look at that scenery. Quesadilla says, I said Roger, then brain went blank. Yes, we're gonna go for, I think, 1.8 or 3.6. We're gonna go for runway 18, for we are just 9 minutes away. A hang sandwich. An old hang sandwich. So the airport altitude is 12 feet. It's all the way down. So down to 2,000 feet we shall go. Bring our power back. Roger says, this area looks very interesting. Have to go back and explore the area after the stream. Colonel Fork says, a step away for over an hour and you're still flying. I know, right? X Flight says, hope you're having a good day. I had a snow day today. Sweet. CDN Taz with the METAR. So we have winds 290 at 22 knots. Okay, that changes the laws of physics. It'll be runway 36 for our arrival. That's okay. We'll take our time. I'm a Trinidadian, says hello. Hello. William says this has been a lovely flight so far. Absolutely. Colonel Fork says, it's like you enjoy this streaming thing or something. 50HF says a whole hour. I remember I did a full shift at work and came back. He was still streaming. We've done that before. We've done a 6 hour, an 8 hour, a 13 hour. We're gonna do another one of them soon. Doing a flight from my home country, Trinidad and Tobago, to Florida. Sweet. There's a load of you lads from the Trinidad neck of the woods. Little BB says, many thanks for yet another great journey. Already looking forward to the next one. You're more than welcome, my dude. And thank you so very much for joining. Jefferson 2001 says, max crosswind limit for a Mooney is 15 knots. Yes, but did they have a Murphy inside it? When they took it to the max. Ed Reed says, don't forget the Dunlops. Very good. Abraham Lincoln says, what is the... must be tallest, is it? Building in Ireland, or the Talent building. What's the tallest building in Ireland? Well, the Spire, technically. Look at the scenery, guys. It's fantastic. So 6 minutes out. So our plan is fly down past the airport and then turn left, left and left. I'm a Trinidadian, says Murph. It isn't fantastic in 420. Refresh, dude. It should be 1080. We're streaming in 1080. I hope we're streaming in 1080. I can't check it now. It says 1080. Could be a local network issue. I'm getting 1080. Ha, bless. So we'll level off here at 2,000 feet. Black Rabbit's in the house. He says, "Ooh, I miss living in Japan." Can't blame you. It's absolutely gorgeous looking. Abraham Lincoln says, "What is the fastest plane ever made in Flight Sim?" Well, in Flight Sim 2020, the fastest aircraft so far has to be the Eurofighter. I mean, that thing is nuts. Annalisa says, "This would be great at night with all the lights." Now, Annalisa, you're going to have me pressing buttons. That's okay. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. She's just not wrong at all. Look at the state of this, sports fans. Now, let's hope it doesn't stutter. Annalisa can't be wrong. She just isn't. She's earned her stripes. It looks insane. Annalisa says, "I can be when the gremlins get wind that you're at the buttons." Gremlin intervention. KCG is about 13 minutes ETE, so not too far behind. Cool. Colonel Fork says, "I think gremlins work on Murphy's Law." Wait a minute. Oh dear. Look at the state of the scenery. Hang on, we go up here, look. Yes. Scott says Murphy's Law would be Mrs. Two-Tone's Law. Colonel Fork says, so long as I can make people laugh, I've done my job and a good deed for the day. Absolutely, dude. You've made me laugh. That's an achievement. It's Monday. Looking a bit like the inside of Data's head. Ah, very good. Cheers, Jasmine. Oh, yeah, I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it. Epic Radio. Let's have a look. We're flying directly over the field. Right, we'll edit the weather a little bit. Don't break it, Murph. Did we do okay? It stuttered for like a second. We'll take it. Look at that. Pressing buttons is the most dangerous of all. Rory Bassam is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. So we still have a little bit of chop, but that's okay. As we go face cam on for the dramatic effect, as we're going to try and land this. Put that back over there. It has a mind of its own, this thing. I hit my eye with it earlier on. Anyway, that's not important. What is important, we're going to try and land this machine. So, autopilot coming off. We're going to go to the left fuel tank because there's more juice in there. Bit of sound. So as we turn ourselves around here, this is very nice. So we took off originally, starting off from Hyakuri Airport, went down past Tokyo, then Matsumoto, and then finally down to here. Colonel Fork says, hey Murph, what sound does a bouncy castle plane... No, hang on. What sound does a bouncy plane make? Boeing. Oh, fantastic. Hamish K is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. I'm still waiting for my copy of Microsoft Flight Sim to be fixed. Ooh, what would appear to be the trouble? Sammy says, I wonder what Mrs. Two-Tone thinks about your Santa hat. I say she loves it. Absolutely loves it. Or not. I don't know. Colonel Fork says, I'm making a new documentary on how to fly a plane. I'm currently filming the pilot. Oh, you're on fire! Mrs. Two-Tone says, yes, I do, Santa Murph. Oh dear. Anyway. Yeah, we need a sterile cockpit. Shh. Concentration levels. Increase the sound of the engines. That'll make it more believable. So, what's our speed? There's something on the wing. Something. I need to work on that accent. I used to be good at it. The new microphone, it's very crisp, so my accents don't work too well. I was able to wing it before. So, landing gear coming down. It's all in the emotions. If I let go of the joystick, we'll crash. We'll try it. It's all about there. Something on the wing. It takes years of practice. Liam Pierce is in the house. I have 1 million subscription. Nice, dude. A million. Imagine having 1 million people around for dinner. That just wouldn't work. So, landing gear is down and indicated. And verified. Ed. The Dunlops are down. Notch of flaps here. We're at 100 knots. We are way below the glide path, but we'll be alright. What plan is it? What plane is it? This is the Carenado Mooney M20 or Ovation. And it's brilliant. Okay, stop reading the chat, Murph. As we attempt to put this machine down. A little bit of wind fighting against us. Does look pretty here, though. Power back. Watch for the flare. Need some speed. A speed brake to help us slow down. There's contact. Ooh. Try and keep it on the center line. With the wind pushing us off to one side. Go with manual braking now. Flaps in. Speed brake back in. We'll take it. We have arrived. So we're now going to get ourselves off the active and turn around and have a look at you dudes. To our friends in Trinidad, be nice. Otherwise, the mods will hit the eject button. I've seen it work before. It's not pleasant. Now, let me see. We need this button off. Yes, that's right. That just happened. Then we need this one with this. Haha. Rory says, I watched your Eurofighter video. Very nice plane. It's awesome. Oh, we need this one. There we go. Mahoney and some trees are down. Nicely done. The shoddy camera work by Murphy. That kind of works. So remember, guys, once you land, do hit the escape key. Uh-oh, Tigger meant every bit of that landing. But he's okay. Yeah, once you get landed and taxied, if you just hit the escape key, it'll allow everyone else to load in. Gibbo's down. Catbat 9 is fighting the winds. You can do it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We need a medic down here. CDN Taz and Answered Brush. Lazy Davy. Going for the center line. Nicely done, my dude. Fighting the wind completely. Is the Eurofighter considered a plane or a jet? It would be a jet, I suppose. As Piat makes his arrival. Fighting the wind, something fierce. That's fantastic. or Barchet. Oh, that was a flare and a half. There's Whack-A-Mo. Jack Sorrows is fighting the winds. Papa Joe B is inbound. Whack-A-Mo hit every bit of that runway. There's Fly Darren, moving pigeon. There's Godden 77. There's Fly Guy and the Fly Boy. Oh, look at the wind there. Oh dear. Excellent work, Fly Boy, for catching it. As more sauce makes his approach, there's Cater Comet. Tony Robinson is away. You take care, my dude. Many thanks for stopping by. Captain Sickbag has arrived. Nicely done, dude. Here's Frozen. Archer is down. Rogers RC. Zomtress is down. Scotland 737 Project is away. You take care, my dude. Many thanks for joining. Little BB is away. Enjoy the rest of your night, my dude. You take care. Ronnie Mal. Oh, look at the wind. Oh dear. Epic Fool is fighting it as well. Rowley got it down. Nicely done, dude. Epic Fool got it down as well. Bell Bro makes it look easy. East Birds Lee is away. You take care, my dude. Ruben says quite challenging, but fun. Tarnish has arrived. Negative App is doing all sorts of craziness fighting that wind. Merlin Flyer, oh dear. Negative App. It's like a tank slapper just as you hit the runway. Jared Vark is inbound. Andrew Hill goes to the center line. Negative App is a UFO. He did some serious fighting to win there. It's almost like surfing. Colonel Fork says, I cannot wait for the Coronado Wacko. Oh, that looks so good, doesn't it? I cannot wait for that. Negative App is being returned to the mothership as Pete EDI makes his arrival. Peter Thomas says, the wind was strong, but I got down. The Flyboy, 1968. Rory Bassman says, Murphy, what days do you stream? I like your channel. Many thanks, dude. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 PM Zulu time. Right here on YouTube and on Twitch. As Rad Pilot Randy makes his approach on the center line. Very nice. Godden is away. We'll see you soon. You take care. Captain Sickbag is away. Fly Darren says, night the Fireflies and mods. See y'all later. Everyone's doing a fantastic job. Despite the mental winds. Absolutely. As Alley Cats fighting the wind, every bit of pressure you have is going to go into this one. Great landing. As Sean Lego Man in the rear with the gear. Gioni is away. Many thanks, my dude. I'm a Trinidad Ian. Says I'm hooked. Cool. There's Crompton. Very nicely done. Peter Thomas is away. Thanks, Murph and Pilots, for a good night's flying. Ed Reed says, this was a long one. Epic. Glad you enjoyed it, my dude. And a big tip of the hat to all our pilots here tonight. And our moderators, you guys do fantastic work. Thank you very, very much. Stairway to Bacon is fighting the winds. Speed brakes deployed. Uh-oh. You can do it. Go on, you can do it. Nicely done, my dude. Nicely done. As Tortuga. Going for the center line. It's almost like they've stopped moving with the wind. It's fantastic, isn't it? Andrew Hill is away. See you soon. Cat is away. Catbat9 is away. Quesadilla says, Annalisa. Oh, thanks, Annalisa. Salvage my pride. That was a great landing. Randy Hurst is away. You take care, my dude. As Negative App is going to give it another shot, because why not? Anyway, with my new hat. Oh dear. Well, I have to say, that was a whole load of fun. Go on, Negative App, you could do it. We're all counting on you. And he's down! Well, guys, that was a whole load of fun tonight. Well done to all our pilots. Fantastic stuff. Really, really good flying. A big shout out to all our subscribers and donators and to all the members of the channel. I thank you all. To our moderators and for everyone here in the chat. Keeping us busy. Many thanks for your time. I had an absolute blast. That was great fun. We shall return to Japan next Monday. Our normal service resumes on Wednesday at 8 PM Zulu time, and then also again on Friday as we get closer and closer to that weekend. And then very soon after that, it shall be Christmas or the holidays. So until then, my friends, thank you also very, very much for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
La 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 la